All right, so really quick, um, we are going to be integrating our Schoology with PowerSchool to do our grades. So before you really do that in Schoology, I thought it would be a good idea to make a quick video on showing people how to get your grading category set up in PowerSchool. Some of you have probably had them set up for a while. Um, but with remote, we might have to change things a little bit. So to do that, log into PowerSchool. Click on Power Teacher Pro, doesn't really matter what class. And to get to your grading categories, you go to the A plus grading. So click on A plus grading over there on the left-hand side. And right here in this assignments list, there's a categories. Click on that. And if you look at mine, I've already done all mine. So I went through and created categories and color coded them. So how do you do that? Okay, so if you go over here and click show inactive, I'm going to click on that because I want you to see these little school icons right here. The ones with school icons are the ones that the district created, and I didn't like the color of them. So I basically archived them and created my own so I can color code for myself. So how do you create a category? So I'm going to get rid of the show inactive so there's less on my screen. So how do you create a category? Let's say one of you wants, you're a science teacher and you want to create a category of labs. So you go to the plus sign up in the right-hand corner, click it like I just did a second ago. And then you're not creating an assignment right now, you're creating a new category in your gradebook. So click on category. And, if you teach science and math, maybe you only want these in your science classes and not your math classes. For me, mine are all obviously math classes. So I'm going to keep this to all of my classes. But if you don't want it for all of your classes, you can select which ones you want to add this grading category to. So let's just say labs for some of you. You can change the color to any color that you want. I'm going to leave it blue for right now, and then you can put a description if you need to. And I haven't done that in my categories. I might do that a little bit, but then click save, and you will see that labs is right here. So if you wanted to, so if you see mine are all kind of color coded a little bit, let's say labs are, a huge part of your class. So all you have to do to move the order of these is click on the arrow on the left-hand side, move it up, move it down, move it up, move it back down. All right, so I'm going to move it up, move it up, move it up. You see, you have to keep doing the up arrow on the name of the one that you want. So let's say I want labs between or after all of my different types of assessments. Okay. So before you do your integration of Schoology categories, you really need to have your gradebook in PowerSchool set up. So that's why I want to do this video really quick to show you guys that. So, and if you ever make a category that you don't want, you can always get rid of it. So this labs right here, you can barely see it over my picture, but I'm going to click on edit and the category of labs shows up, and you can either make it inactive if you don't want to see it anymore. But I actually just don't want it because we don't do labs in math class. So I'm going to delete it. So if you ever have a category that you want to delete, you can delete it like that. And then confirm delete. And there you go. So make sure you do that. Make sure you get into PowerSchool, get your categories all set. You might want to change some for remote learning or add some or whatever before you actually integrate your gradebook in Schoology. Okay, that's it.